Do we have a safe word? A safe word. It's that time of year when I let you dirty buggers enter into Auntie Liz's inbox with your anonymous questions and find out what it's really like to be a strongman's wife.
I really wondered where you were going with that. That was weird.
It was weird. We've done this before and been very popular, and we've had a number of people ask to bring it back.
Oh.
You allowed anonymous questions to be asked.
Unfortunately, I did.
We've been inundated with questions.
It's been bad this year. Really bad. Very popular.
So we're going to see what you guys have been asking, and Auntie Liz is probably going to be her normal, unfiltered self.
Oh, I need something. I need a filter.
You need a drink?
I'd like a Valium or something. All right,
Should we dive into it?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Hit me.
Right, nice easy one for you to start. Who are your best friends?
Rauno, Andrea, next. Are we talking about in the world of strongman?
I guess.
Yeah, let's go for Rauno and Andrea.
Would there be anyone above that as your best friend?
Not really, no.
Not your husband?
Oh, God, you. Sorry. Loz is my best friend, my husband.
Right, question 2. Who is your last Instagram search?
Oh, shit.
Shall we have a look?
Oh, God.
I'm interested in this one.
Oh, thank God. It's Laura Dye. It's Laura Dye.
Who's after that?
Inez Carrasquillo. Matej
It's all strongman related.
All things strongman. Kane Francis. Arnold Sports.
Okay.
Dog sitter.
Yep.
All right. Whew.
That was boring.
No, that was perfect. That worked out well.
What was the hardest part for you when Loz was competing?
Just keeping my nerves in check during. I feel like the strongmen sort of go into almost like machine mode when they're competing. But like as the wife, you're kind of like the heart that's outside the body. It's like, yeah, it's just a worrying time as the person who would have to nurse them back to health or would have to be their psychiatrist if it goes horribly wrong. It's just you want it for them, you know?
Yeah, I think it's always tough for the partners because as the athletes, you're focused on what you're doing and you're very selfish as an athlete, and you need someone very understanding that can help you at the right time, say the right thing, which isn't always easy, especially if you've done badly or things haven't gone your way. But you were always very good at supporting me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Have any of the other strongmen tried flirting with you before?
Flirting is subjective. What one person might consider flirting, another might just think it's a joke. But yes, would be the answer if I was being completely honest. Maybe.
Have you ever flirted back?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Of course.
I just tell funny jokes.
Are you struggling with these questions already?
No, I'm fine. I've got like mascara or something in my eye. I'm all red. But it's fine. Go on. Hit me with the next one. Hit me with your best shot.
Another good one then for you. If you guys got divorced, would you ever date or marry another strongman?
My knee-jerk reaction to that is no. Yeah. However... No. My answer is still no. But I have quite specific tastes. And where else can you find men well over 6 foot tall, built like brick shit houses? Because that's what I like. It would be hard for me.
Have we destroyed small men for you?
Yeah. The problem...
Sorry, small guys.
And I know that, like, I know some women who have divorced strong men are now happy with normal men. But, I don't know. I think you just get used to things being a certain way. Do you know what I mean? But also...
hopefully we don't get divorced.
But let's just not then. And then, yeah, there we go. I would always be married to a strong man. How nice.
Has getting in better shape increased your sex drive?
My mum might watch this. What would you say?
I'd say 100%.
Oh, shut up! Let's move on.
Interesting one. Has anyone in the sport ever made you feel uncomfortable in their presence?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know.
Who?
No, I can't. I couldn't. I can't. It's one person.
Okay.
Not an athlete.
Yeah. We'll move on.
You know who I'm talking about.
This is an interesting one. What are the top fatherhood lessons you think fellow dads should learn from Loz's example?
Ah, that's a nice
It's a very
one.
nice question. Very different to most of your questions.
Yeah, thank God, something normal. Okay, that's nice. I think nobody is perfect. Obviously, we're all human. But I think when it comes to parenting, Loz is probably as close to perfect as it can come when it comes to being a dad. Like, you are genuinely, our children are very lucky to have him. I think he's better with the kids than I am. He is. He's patient, understanding. He's motivating for them. He spends a lot of time with them. Puts a lot of effort into them. He's great. He's a great playmate with them. Loz is take any one of those things and you'll be doing a good job, I would say. So
Thank you.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice.
There you go.
Is it hard work being the wife of a strongman?
Yeah. No. Oh, I don't know. I think everyone's individual, aren't they? And some are probably super chill.
Do you find it different now that I'm not competing?
Yeah.
Is life easier or harder?
Yeah, it's easier. Definitely easier. I think strongmen in competition mode are quite needy. Needier than normal people, I would say.
Am I less needy now then?
No. Actually, I'm just better at saying no to you now.
All right, interesting question. Some people will find this useful, I guess. How much are you involved in ped use? Are you kept out of that side of things? So I'm guessing what they're saying is...
Did you ever hide
Did I ever use anything, and did I hide it from you?
Nothing was ever hidden from me. In fact, I was his nurse. No, Loz has never hidden anything from me. He's always been very transparent about what's going on. And I think that's really important, because if something bad happened, I should be able to have that information.
I know this is actually a really hard thing for a lot of people in a relationship, but I had to be honest with Liz from the start for two reasons. One, I wanted to give her that trust and just be open and honest with her, but I also wanted to make sure the person I'm with understands the side effects of what you're doing, and if anything went wrong, would know what to say to people.
Yeah.
If I'm hiding what I was doing from her and something did go wrong, then people are guessing at what, Liz could tell the doctors exactly what I was doing. And I think that's an important thing in terms of being in a partnership. You should be honest. And I know a lot of people can't be.
No, I know. It's a shame, because that comes with even greater risk then, doesn't it?
Of course. Do you now throw big Loz around the bedroom due to your recent gains?
I'm not that strong.
She starts throwing me around the bedroom. There's something seriously wrong with our relationship.
I mean, the closest I've come to... Well, I've carried a 140-kilo yoke, so maybe I could piggyback him around the edge of the bed. No, is the answer there.
Who's got the worst temper of us both?
I feel like the only time I have a bad temper is when I'm driving. So probably you... in everyday life, you're a little bit quicker tempered than me. Little. He doesn't have a bad temper.
I don't think either of us have a bad temper.
No. I do get a bit ragey when I've just become a bitch when I'm driving, actually, don't I? I just calling people names. Terrible behaviour. I don't know why, but most people are idiots in the car, aren't they? A lot of people. I see a lot of bad driving.
You get very aggressive in the car.
Not aggressive. I don't drive aggressively
no.
or anything like that. I just bitch about people a lot, yeah.
Auntie Liz, you are an absolute gorgeous woman. May we know how old you are?
I'm 37. I will be 38 in June. Oh, God.
Does Uncle Loz crush you during sex?
No. Unless I asked to be. No.
How many creeps do you get in your DMs, and best creep story?
I don't have a best creep story. I don't feel I get many creeps. It depends, again.
To be fair, you ignore most people, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I've got loads. I don't know. I didn't open the message. No, again, it's something, there's a bit of a scale, isn't it? At what point do we start calling a man who's showing appreciation for a woman that he likes? Yeah. At what point do we call him a creep?
Yeah.
When does it like venture into creepy?
I think both of us are pretty laid back about things. We're not the jealous type in terms of, and like, I think people can be respectful in the way they say nice things.
Yeah, like I get quite a few men in my DMs with their fire and reacts, and you get as many men as I do. And but
I get more men than women.
Yeah, it's very rare, like that someone is weird or inappropriate. Yeah. It's all quite respectful, to be fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I, Adam Roszkowski, I'm asking for the video of world record fastest farmer's walk, 150 kilos, 20 metres in 6.73 seconds timed.
Right, so the reason he's doing that, he tried to break your record.
No chance, Adam. No chance.
He couldn't. And
Zadruna's tried, Martins has tried, lots of people have tried.
And he's like, was he on skates or something? I was like, no. He's like, do you have a video? I said, actually, no, I don't.
I'd love to see the video. What was your happiest moment of Loz competing, and what was your saddest?
Saddest was at 2015 World's Strongest Man, when that Norse hammer came down on you.
That was tough.
Just because like you'd already come back from injury to get to that competition. You missed 2004. No, you didn't miss 2014 Worlds, but you weren't in your best shape there. You were, you'd lost a lot of weight as well. 2013 Worlds,
actually made the final.
Injured.
2014.
You did, yeah. But it just like it was after already a string of bad luck, wasn't it? And when that happened and you were like, no, I'm done, I quit, it was sad. That was a bad one. And obviously the happiest was the following year when he decided not to quit, and then he came back and won Europe's Strongest Man and beat Thor, who was really like peaking around that point. I mean, like he'd won the two before, he won the two after you as well. So you got him right in the middle there. He was in great shape. No one was talking about you, and that was definitely the happiest because it was one hell of a comeback, wasn't it?
It was. Who rocked the Gladiator look the best, Loz, Thor, or Zadrunas?
I'm going to include a picture. I think Loz, and you can call me biased, but you really committed to that RAW. I remember you on that chariot. You were into that.
Can you twerk?
Not as well as I'd like to be able to.
Your best practice.
I can do an unconvincing twerk.
Are you going to do it for everyone?
I can do a 37-year-old white woman twerk. Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's.
Has Loz ever made a face in competition that you thought, my God, he's doing his bedroom face?
Yeah. Yeah. Watch his deadlifts. Yeah. And I've been like, awkward. But yeah. Thank God it's not your squat face.
Oh God, that's
Yikes,
a bad face.
That is a bad face.
Do we have a safe word?
No.
Only me, right?
Loz needs a safe word. No. And I think, to be fair, when you've been together as long as we have, you shouldn't need a safe word.
She has a safe tone.
I have a safe tone of voice. Loz will know when I'm not playing anymore. You just know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to say
we
banana
know each other
or something like
very,
that.
very
You'd
well.
know straight away. Yeah. No need for a safe word.
What was the beef back in the day with Terry?
That's an interesting one because it was kind of my fault, which I didn't realise at the time. I didn't know, as a new girlfriend, that I wasn't like going after Terry's sponsors. I was trying to help you get sponsors. And I didn't know that there was like some sort of code of honor maybe that you don't try and get a sponsor that someone else has already. I think it was a series of unfortunate events, miscommunication, and then also some people trying to make it out to be something that it wasn't, and getting involved.
Was that
and a bit of sort of people bitching between two different parties.
A lot of the time when you have two good athletes, people will say things to the individual people
pitting against each other
to stir the pot a little bit. And me and Terry should have probably just rang each other or stuff like that.
You absolutely should have just had a conversation.
That's what happens these days. I don't think what you did trying to get sponsorship was a bad thing, but obviously if people have been saying things to him, he probably took it the wrong way.
Yeah, it probably added fuel to the fire.
Now people wouldn't care because obviously all athletes are trying to get sponsorship.
And most of them are sponsored by the same companies. It's different now. But
me and Terry are great now. We're good friends. Obviously we were great rivals, but the rivalry days come to an end and you kind of just sit back wishing we could both both did what we used to be able to do.
You both are much more chill people now than
definitely.
you were back then as well.
How difficult is it not to get involved in strongman or strong wife gossip?
Who says I don't get involved?
Liz loves a gossip.
Who says I'm not at the centre of it?
You like a gossip, don't you?
I love it. Love it.
Oh my goodness. Dick rating for money. So people would send you dick pics and pay you to rate their dicks, I'm guessing.
Can you get paid for that? How much? What's the going rate?
What's the going rate for this?
Well, the going rate, I guess, is what you set yourself.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend on if they wanted a brief summary or a full audit.
You were an auditor.
I was an auditor. I would be very good. No, I can't imagine anything worse than all these phalluses in my inbox. And I mean, imagine paying 50 quid.
Offer a price and see what she says.
Imagine paying me 50 quid and I write back, it's shit, mate. 0 out of 10, not impressed.
I won't send mine. Do you feel pressured to maintain a certain physique as a strongman's wife? My husband is a strongman and I feel the pressure.
No. I got in shape like 2 weeks ago. No, I've never felt that pressure. Like, I get it because you think, oh, he's an athlete, you know, maybe I should look like an athlete as well. But when you're actually in the sport, the wives are all shapes and sizes, all ages, all different styles. Like, there's no constant amongst the wives. They're all just very different people. And no, I never felt any pressure to look a certain way.
You've got into like training more for you than anything, haven't you?
100% for me. Yeah.
Just you're enjoying training and, well, you're enjoying the results of training.
I was going to say, let's not get carried away, Lozzie. I am enjoying the results.
You seem to enjoy it a lot more, though. Like, you're not hating it. Has Loz ever had to throw hands to defend your honour? And if not, how would he fare in a fight, do you think?
He's never had to throw hands to defend my honour. I defend my own honour. I would, well, one time... And he didn't throw hands, and I did not ask him. In fact, I wish he hadn't. I had a boss at the time who, like, I was a remote worker. I was really good at my job. But this guy, he tried to micromanage the living daylights out of me because he didn't have a real job. So he thought his job was to just get on my ass all the time. And I was quite heavily pregnant this one time. And I was on the phone to Loz and I just started crying, which isn't me at all, is it? And Loz threatened him on the phone. And like the whole next day, I had to speak to his boss's boss. I had to like firefight the whole next day. It was an absolute nightmare. But all of my colleagues were just,
your honour.
I know, they were just giddy with glee. Like they just were so happy. Cause
I was pissed off because you'd said a lot about this guy before.
Oh, he was an absolute pain in my ass, yeah.
You know.
If it had come to a fist fight, Loz would have murdered him. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't set Loz on anyone because he'd probably end up in prison.
Normally we don't have to get
no,
too
we never
do we? Most unhygienic strongman.
No, I can't answer that. How would I know? I'm not going around inspecting them and sniffing them, although I'm not going to name a name.
Yeah.
Some of them and their neoprenes absolutely stink. And I think, Jesus Christ, put it in a wash.
Was fertility a concern when first trying to conceive? And if so, did HCG protocols help?
No. Fertility was not a concern because we never tried for a baby. And quite naive thinking that him doing what he was doing would protect us from that. Because during your 2017 Europe's Strongest Man prep, I fell pregnant accidentally. Yeah. So we're lucky that we've not been affected by that, and we had to be much more careful afterwards.
What inspired you to quit your auditing job?
Opportunity, really, wasn't it? Like, you know, we talked a long time about me working with Loz instead, because I always sort of managed you when you were a strongman, didn't I? And then as the coaching business was growing, that was becoming more financially, you know, what's the word? Rewarding. Mm-hmm. And then as YouTube started growing as well, there was just no way I could commit to that and be a mum and have a full-time job as well. So we took I took a year's lifestyle break where I could have gone back to my same role with the same salary, and I just ended up not going back.
Yeah, it's worked out well, hasn't it?
It has. That was 5 years ago. When you make a little huff like that, I worry.
Which of you two instigated it first time you had sex?
He did.
Does having a YouTube channel make you enough to live off?
Even in its worst months, the YouTube channel makes more money than my old job did.
What do you dream about?
Like, are we talking about sleeping dreams? Because I always... Do you know what, actually? The only dreams I ever remember...
You have some weird dreams.
Well, yeah, either one where someone's mean to me or sexy ones. Yeah.
What's the most recent?
I can't tell you now.
They've asked.
Yeah. No, they don't have a right to know.
So what do you dream about?
No, I'm not. Sex. What do you dream about?
Me?
Yeah.
Just you.
Oh, you liar. Come on, let's move on.
What strongmen do you see in person and are amazed at their sheer size of them, past or present?
I mean, I'm well over being amazed at someone's size, to be honest, just because...
Yeah, we're just used to it.
Yeah, but I guess Brian and Thor are the standouts of, shit, that's a big guy.
I would also say I Am Bibi and Pavlo Nekonechny.
Yeah, Pavlo doesn't seem like he should fit that box, but when you're stood next to him, he's just so wide. His back is humongous,
and then
isn't
in the
it?
other aspect, I Am Bibi's so deep.
Yeah, I Am Bibi's very deep. Yeah,
Depth of it.
Yeah. And there were times also in between 2012 and 2015 where Zadrunas was huge.
Why does Loz have such a masculine walk? Is it a pain issue or something else?
Do you have a masculine walk?
I don't really notice my walk.
No, I've never noticed.
Probably a pain issue.
I'm usually walking next to him. I'm not really looking at his walk.
Probably something hurting and I'm trying to avoid
It's
it.
like a disability at this point.
You can only survive on strong breast milk. Which strong man or strong woman besides Loz do you get your supply from? Oh my goodness. What a...
All right. Well, breast milk doesn't freak me out, first off, because I breastfeed my own children. So, you're not going to get me that. I would go for... I wouldn't necessarily just go for people that I like. I'd want to know what their diet's like, what their cycle's like, and, their habits. Do they smoke? Do they drink? I just want some good, clean milk.
Start with your hands touching and slowly widen them apart. Stop when it reaches Loz's size. God, you perverts.
I'm not going to do that.
Liz versus Loz. Who wins in the following games sports? Pie eating contest.
Loz.
10k run.
Me. Move on.
CrossFit.
Loz.
HEMA match.
That is, it's like fencing, isn't it? Like longsword fencing.
I don't know.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wins?
Loz, he's got much longer reach.
Sack race.
Me.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Darts.
Loz.
Golf.
Loz.
10k run.
Me.
Seriously?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon you'd have to stop before me.
No chance. Okay. Did you decide to get hot after the weeing incident?
How rude. All right, first off, there was no weeing incident. A little bit of wee may have come out when I was doing an RP12 max deadlift event.
Try again.
Ooh. No, I won't try again. No, I didn't get hot because of that. I started making more of an effort. Actually, I can tell you my exact turning point. In Vegas, before I went down to the pool, I put on a bikini that I'd been wearing in the summer when we were on holiday in Turkey. It didn't fit me.
Yeah.
It was like tight and uncomfortable and it looked shit. And I was like, because I'd already lost some weight before. And then I realised I put it all back on again. And I was like, damn it, Liz, why'd you keep doing this? And I thought, no. When we get home, things are going to be different. And I've consistently been super disciplined since then, even over Christmas, really, haven't
You've
I?
been really good. Yep.
It's like 3 months now of it. And I've lost 10 kilos. And yeah, nothing to do with my weight. I am proud of that because I got my deadlift.
Is Loz good at DIY?
No, he's horrible at it. And it's one thing I would change about him if I could. I would love it if he was good at DIY.
I'd love it if I was good at DIY
Oh, it'd
too.
be so much better. Like, and he's not even good at getting someone in for DIY. I have to find the handy man and stuff. stuff. He's like, you're going to have to get a man in for that. I'm like, what?
I pay for it. Do fans knowing who you are freak you out?
No. People freaking out about meeting me freaks me out.
Yeah.
When people are like shaking and stuff.
Single most embarrassing moment of your life?
I don't have a single... I had an embarrassing moment a couple of weeks ago. Our daughter, sometimes, but she's just turned 7, she likes to have conversations with our golden retriever. And I do a silly voice as the golden retriever to reply to her. Anyway, the other week, we're coming in the house and she wants the dog to sing a Christmas song with her. So in this sort of baby voice, I'm singing a Christmas song. And she's been playing on your phone, your old phone, hasn't she, in the car. So she's holding it. And unbeknown to me, she had video called someone, and it was Don from ADL, who does like live streaming for Strongman. And he's on the end of this phone while I'm singing. And suddenly I hear a voice say, I think she called me by mistake. And I look, and I just threw the phone at you. I was so embarrassed.
That was so good.
Oh, that was so bad.
Top 10 of Loz's most annoying habits.
Top 10?
Jesus.
Well, I don't want to give...
Go for 3 to 5.
Yeah. I don't want to give Loz a
10,
complex.
Jesus.
Annoying habits.
And I've worked at a few things.
Yeah. He makes a lot of noises that I don't like sniffing and smacking his lips. I'm very sensitive to mouth and nose sound. I'm just very sensitive
There
to
are
them.
worse guys at smacking their lips.
I know.
Oh, that was my ankle.
Not cleaning down the hob after, immediately after using it. I guess when you don't clean the toilet straight after using it and it dries, it turns like concrete.
I'll give you that one.
And
that annoys me when I forget to do that and then go back to it.
Yeah, and then it's a real job, isn't it? Yeah.
During the night, does Loz's arm hair provide an extra layer of insulation?
Does it insulate you? He is warmer, but
Yes.
I think a lot of that's to do with being a larger person.
Would £10 million
Yeah.
get you to take your kit off?
Absolutely. There is not much I would not do for £10 million. I could quickly list what I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't murder someone. Mm-hmm. Wow, unless it was someone I didn't like, then maybe I would. And I wouldn't be cruel to animals, children, the elderly, anyone who couldn't defend themselves. Other than that, yeah.
10 million, she's up for offers.
Damn straight. 10 million? Come on now.
Have you ever witnessed a heated altercation between Loz and another competitor?
No, but I have seen a heated altercation between Loz and a promoter.
Yes, I remember. Who would be your pro strongman hall pass?
I'm not answering. No. Do you know what? These questions, you might think, oh, she's not answering it. But me and Loz, we're very candid people with each other, aren't we? And we're not the sort that would deny that someone else was attractive just to spare the other person's feelings. Loz isn't going to pretend that every other woman in the world is ugly because I might get upset about it. He might say, she's hot.
I tell you women are hot all the time.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm still not going to answer that, obviously. But I just want it to be known that that's not the reason why I'm not going to answer it.
What is your favourite lift, either for fitness or to watch in a comp? Maybe answer both. What's your favourite lift to do? What's your favourite thing to watch?
It's probably the same, overheads.
Overheads.
Yeah, I enjoy training overheads and upper body. And I like watching overheads as well in Strongman.
Spit or swallow?
No, I'm not answering that either.
Do you ever think about how different the channel would be if you never came onto the camera with Loz to talk Strongman?
It would probably be more serious.
Definitely.
It would be a lot more serious.
Yeah, you bring a good, different element to it, I think.
Yeah. And I get a lot of men actually say to me that their wife watches because of me.
Yeah.
It's made it a bit more accessible to women. We do hear that a lot. So that's really nice feedback to have, yeah.
Does Loz look bigger now that he's lost weight?
He's not lost that much weight. I don't feel like you ever carried fat in your fupa,
How did you have to plan intimacy around game days?
Nothing changed, ever, did it? That, I know for some people it is a thing, isn't it? Like not doing it, or they did not that they're like, right, this is my window, but they're so focused that they couldn't possibly.
Yeah.
But no.
If you're pent up and aggressive and, you're trying not to do it to just try and get that like anger and stuff, I found I was worse as a competitor because I was like so frustrated.
Did you make more mistakes and stuff?
Yeah.
Or were you weaker?
I wasn't weaker. The strength never came into it.
But maybe a bit
like,
less refined.
Yeah, sometimes just being a bit more relaxed actually is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So being so worked up is not the best thing sometimes because it's much more easy to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Butt stuff.
Move on. Answer these questions.
Have you ever felt unsafe or uncomfortable at a strongman show or event?
There was a small incident where Pablo was beating up Alexei. It felt a bit unsafe to be in the room because it was literally like a cartoon of clouds and smoke and arms and legs coming out of it. But other than that, no, I always feel very, very safe at competitions. You've got like, I feel like I'm just hanging out with my mates and nothing's going to happen to me there.
They're not the worst mates to be hanging around with, are they?
No.
On a different note, do you enjoy being thrown around?
Yes.
Do you make the beautiful hairy man shave his back before you go swimming? Oh my God, all I can imagine is air being trapped and bubbles flowing. Well, there's no way I can shave my own back, I'll tell you that now.
Definitely a gay man wrote that and is fetishizing your back hair. No, I've never once made him shave his back because I would have to do it and that would be a pain in the ass for me. He does sometimes get me to do it. I don't enjoy doing it.
No.
But I would never make him shave anything, to be honest.
My own choice to shave if I want to or not.
His body, his choice.
Rumour has it, you, Loz, Rauno and his girlfriend are swingers.
Whoever wrote this is a liar because rumour doesn't have it. Because if that was a rumour, I would have heard it.
Well, I've genuinely heard people think that we're swingers.
Wow.
I'm like, well, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, we're not. And in the words of my good friend Rauno, nope.
Nope.
Move on.
What do strongmen do at parties? Is there karaoke?
There has been karaoke, and Loz has partaken in some karaoke, haven't you?
Dancing, drinking, eating.
A lot of vodka, usually.
Vodka.
Yeah. Like, strongmen could really put it away. Yeah.
Strong women can put it away as well.
Oh, yeah. We've seen all sorts, to be honest. We don't go on that many, like, strongman nights out and stuff, though, do we?
No, we're not, like, massive.
We're not drinkers,
party
really.
animals,
No,
are we?
we're not.
I'd rather be in a bar, have a drink and a conversation.
I'd rather have a meal with friends.
Yeah, that would be more often.
Yeah.
What's the stupidest thing you thought as a kid?
That the world revolved around me.
I think that's quite common. Have you ever gotten in a fist fight?
I have. With a man. No less. It was his fault.
Yeah.
I was on a night out with friends. I was about 18 years old. Some random man I've never even seen before picks me up and tries to run off with me. Drops me. And I made a joke about him not being strong enough. Maybe this is where the start of my need a strong man thing came in. And he said, and I quote, "Ain't I fucking strong enough?" And then he hit me. And then he's tried to walk off.
I was there.
Like, he tried to walk off. And, like, I sucker punched him from behind because, it's me. I didn't have to do anything more than that, though, because someone else who had seen what had happened ran and did a flying kick into his head. And then a proper fight broke out, which thankfully I wasn't involved in. The police came, people were arrested. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the amount of hair a strong man can have? Shave everywhere, anti-hair gels, or just let it grow and flow?
Anti-hair gels. I don't care, to be honest. Like, I don't.
You like a hairy chest.
Yeah.
If I shave my chest, you get upset with me.
Well, that's because it grows back like bloody glass, Lars. It's scratchy and
I
rough.
think you prefer it.
I do like a hairy chest. Run my fingers through some hair. You don't have any on your head.
No, that's true. How did Liz find out about or get into strongman?
Through Lars. Completely through Lars. Yeah. He made me watch every single World's Strongest Man competition between, like, in our first year of dating, didn't you?
That's it. We're done.
Oh,
gone
did we
through
do it
all
all?
the questions.
It doesn't feel like it was that bad.
It wasn't so bad. I thought
No.
the way you were making out, there was like, there was some in there. But
To be fair, I didn't include most of the really bad
Okay.
ones. Yeah, I had to include some, otherwise it's not fairly reflective of what was coming into the inbox.
can you remember what was the worst questions?
Oh, there were a lot of questions about my body and like very private sexual stuff. Yeah, just no.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Obviously, hopefully some fun stuff, some useful stuff that you guys can take away. If you like what we do, don't forget, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Give a little follow to Auntie Liz on Instagram, and we'll catch you guys next time.